call the member for Morani.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I rise to speak on the impact of public-private partnerships on the democratic values and processes of the government in Queensland. Increasingly, we are seeing the state's public sector managers and politicians looking to provide to private corporations to provide a vast array of infrastructure and services that we formerly were the province of the government. And public-private partnerships arrangements between government and the private sector have undermined democratic public institutions because the commercial relationships are inherently secretive, unaccountable and often very risky. Further public administrative values such as responsibility of staff to elected officials, accountability to the public of elected officials, transparency, public consultation, open government and the parliament's power of the purse have increasingly been supplanted by concepts such as investor confidence, commercial confidentiality, stability for investors, proprietary ownership of information and assets, commercial sensitivity, trade secrets, protection of shareholders and competitive procurement rules. This language change reflects a fundamental shift in the nature of our Westminster-based system of responsible government. Deputy Speaker, over the past decade we have seen countless examples of the way PPPs are eroding our democratic public institutions. In 2017, an investigation was undertaken by Griffiths Business School to test the extent of the Australian state's performance audits into PPPs by Australia's Auditor-Generals. Of the 11 categories of PPPs, only 4, road, rail, health and correctional, have had performance audits done in 3 jurisdictions, New South Wales, Victoria and WA, over a 22-year period. Only 16, 12.6% individual PPPs projects have been audited by an Auditor-Generals in Australia. Most have therefore not been subjected to any independent oversight. New South Wales has performance audited 8 out of the total of 30 PPP projects. Victoria has audited 7 of the total of 49 projects and WA 1 out of the total of 12 projects. Significantly, no performance audits have been conducted here in Queensland. And despite the large number of PPPs the state government has entered into and their enormous cost to the Queensland taxpayer. In New South Wales, 5 of the performance audits relate to 6 toll roads. 3 of these were requested by the New South Wales Parliament, although there is a legislative prohibition on Auditor-Generals commenting on government policy. One New South Wales Auditor-General in 2 separate audits questioned whether the government's assumption that private toll roads resulted in effective public policy outcomes. Deputy Speaker, PPPs present unique challenges to governments and Auditor-Generals. The record of Australian Auditor-Generals to date has been patchy. In Queensland, no performance audits on all of these arrangements has been done at all, and I think it's time the Parliament called on our Auditor-Generals to conduct one here in Queensland.